Hi my carpy friends, I am back. Still slightly bewildered about last week's trip. Those conditions were absolutely ace. I know really. Check the forecast. We're going to get southwesterlies blowing the next couple of days. So I'm as you can see, I might go have a look. Oh look, the old deer down there just going under the fence. No, he probably didn't. If he heard me coming. Oh well. I'm going to go and have a look down here. On the middle section of the complex. I don't know whether I fancy going out over there again. Don't know. It's not. I don't know really. Not super ideal. It's not the best conditions. Of course it is. It's looking absolutely stonking conditions. Problem is, was last week. Look what happened last week. Absolutely nothing. So I've come down here. Still banning myself from fishing the double gravel swim, despite fantastic conditions of the double gravel swim. Where else would you fish this time of year, like I've done the previous few years and caught loads of fish? Here, doesn't seem to be doing the job at the moment. Really doesn't seem to be doing the job. It's getting sort of less fish than the grass is actually growing over it. There's no one else around. The chances of seeing a fish this time of the day a wee bit slim. I haven't had any reports about here at all whatsoever. I was torn with the idea of doing this corner in here. Must admit, doing this swimming here, it's the way it's pushing in here. Head round and have a look. So looks good. Looks interesting. Feels carpy. Well, I felt they're in here on and off, haven't I, over the last few weeks, and things like that. I'm just not sort of done anything about it realistically, really. So don't know. Investigate here. I'm not sure if someone's actually been fishing it and crunched some stuff down to land fish or put them back. Don't know. Can't tell. Interesting. Don't know. I think carrying my bucket around, so I'm gonna put my bucket down in here. There's no one else around. I haven't heard any other cars. Don't know. Let's go and have a. The problem is, after my recent sort of times of struggling, it's sort of knocked my thought process a little bit askew, and I can't. Where I'd go, which is and catch, I haven't been, so I sort of think, well, what do you do? Where do you go? I can go in here, but I don't know much about this swim. I've never been too overly productive over this swim. Looks like someone's been fishing it recently, so I don't know really. Said I used to be a bit more productive, well, very productive, when you could fish on the end here, before they sort of dug out this channel a lot more. Before they dug this channel out, it was a swim sort of just off the end through here. People used to fish it still for a while, fishing out there, but this channel was half this width. Worse than that, probably a quarter of this width. And that swim was really good. It gave you a sort of good angle and everything. I've never really pitched up and fished that swim there. You fish back into the sort of like the big lake. Not really sure about the big lake myself at the moment. My problem is with this swim is you end up having to get closer and closer to those trees, and I just inevitably end up losing fish. Crikey, there's buckets of fry here. Me and Ian have been talking about there seems to be a lot of, well, definite pike strikes over the last few months and things like that, and perchy strikes, so it's interesting realistically. I do love the way the wind's blowing, I must admit. Yeah, really just, honestly, I actually haven't got a clue. It's just what I've been feeling recently about where to go. It's all been wrong. So I don't know whether I should just find a swim I feel right in, and find a swim I don't feel right in, and let's just go in the other one. Yeah, just counteract it. You know, this will be. I don't know if I fancy this one. I need to. I don't know. Can be productive this swim for other people. I said I'm not actually sure if I've fished. I think I have fished it and caught fish, but not fished it for a long time realistically. I might walk around and have a look at the sort of other points. I might do a sneaky one actually, and I'll sort of move my bucket back up from where I put it. No one ever goes in there. Put it on this one, and then go for a wander round and have a look at another point that I used to fish quite a bit, which I haven't fished for a long time either. Just contemplate these little things. So I could do with seeing a fish, but that doesn't, you never know. The beauty of this one over here, there's a tiny little point over there. You can just go around over there and bait up. It's brilliant. Might have your baiting spoon in the car, so you can just do it like that with a catapult. It's awesome. I'm not. This is what I said. See, I'm not feeling the love for this swim. So that's my bucket. Not feeling the love for this swim. So that's why you sort of maybe I go in it. Or maybe I go in that swim to the right of me, which I don't really feel the love for either. But I think there's grounds to get the half decent fish in there. I'll put this here. Not really sure. No. Have a walk round and have a butcher's on that last point, just out of curiosity. I think Ian is down, but he's not too worried about the social sort of aspect this week. I think I have a feeling he'll probably be back in the swim he caught that fish from last week and had a bit of action from, especially though the wind's blowing. He sort of quite likes it in there. As I said, I am starting to contemplate going in a swim that I just don't feel comfortable fishing. It's pure as a sort of learning curve, really. Oh, puffballs are growing around here. No one's been here. Unbelievable. You go back up and past the tower and around. Yeah. I've got the bottom lake. I don't really often go to the bottom lake. You sort of get a bit. The bottom lake appears to be the most popular for some reason, and generally, I think it gets to a point where there's too many people in there, and you can't. Right, let's cut across here. And you can see the little lake there. cut across here, see what I can find. I have to see really. Anyway, hope you're enjoying the long walky tour around the bits of the airfield lake. Right, so you've got, that's the point I said you can go around to and bait up from down there. A little bay here. Weird thing about that point is if you fish it, you rarely catch. If you fish across to it, you do catch. You feel like you're in the middle of nowhere, don't you? Let's just stop. Nothingness. Beautiful. What a place to fish. Well, the carp, this is the sort of bay the carp get in. I'll show you. Where I am, but part of me is thinking I just need to go on a brand new swim, something completely different, just throw a sort of curveball into the whole thing, because I was doing that at the beginning of the year, going in different swims, trying different things that people just don't fish and do, and that's what started off my horrendous year. Oh yeah, we're back round here now. I can't tell if anyone's in the middle lake and the car park, middle lake, the bottom lake and the car park. Can't tell really. I've got a bucket and a swim, so I'm happy about that. Now, we're now opposite where we were before. So if I actually look straight across there and straight through there, you actually get a view of where I am. But I was just curious to see, what. That's the swim. I was just had my bucket in. Nicely coloured up and churned up in here. Right, let's have a look at this. I like this. I love that big tree. Fabulous, isn't it, that big tree? Used to fish this swim a bit. Then got fed up with losing the fish because of the dodgy snags and things. So it's been altered, changed, and people have done things to it over the years. Crikey. Even the really big branch has gone out of there now. Interesting. Crikey. I'm actually, do you know what? I'm tempted to actually fish this. I've not fished this for a long time, and I love that view. Bit of southwesterly. Crack it out there. I might have to go for a long walk back and get my bucket. I might give this a go, actually. Might give this a go. Okay. I am feeling the love. Very much feeling the love. Not been fished for a while. Anyway, I'm so close. Let's take you on a little, apart from the fact I should probably have my wellies on, walking this long grass. Let's take you round so you can have a look at the middle lake. What I might do is a bit of a really sneaky one, go out of the car, grab my bivvy, bring it back down, dump it in there, go back, collect the bucket, and then just move everything. It's not an easy move, that swim. We go on here. This is down to the middle lake. In the background, you might be able to hear kids from the private school up the road that I drive past sometimes. You'll see it when I go over the ford. I don't know if anyone's here. Interesting to see. Tread slowly. I thought I'd disturb someone. Yeah, see, if you look across there, you're now looking at where my bucket is. You can see there's the middle lake now. Over there. This is the sort of bun swim. Anyone? Nope. No one there either. Amazing, isn't it? Just amazing. You're tempted to fish here. There you go. Pushing hard across the bottom lake. There you go, bottom lake. Not really the bottom lake. At the top here, it cuts through. There's another channel as well that cuts through. But I will be fishing. And there's actually a sort of like choked up channel through there as well. I'll be fishing along there because if you look very carefully, you see that big tree and the heron. So I think I am going to go and fish. At that point I am. That's what I feel. That is what never stirred my loins, wanting a phrase. Yeah. Well, that's quite reasonable. Problem is with it, you can spend 2 or 3 hours wandering around this place. Where you see fish isn't always where they're going to end up. When you see fish isn't where they're going to feed. When you don't see fish, they turn up in about 3 or 4 hours time and start feeding. Funny place, I tell you. Funny old place. Right, so my plan. Back to the car, get the bivvy, dump the bivvy in the swim, back to the car, collect the bucket out of the swim, yeah, and then back to the car, and then along here. Okay, there was another car park up there you can cut through from, but I might, don't know. It's going to be fun, even with my barrow, trying to get it through here. When you don't, you just got to get to a certain point, turn left and head down there, which is that point. So I think that's what I'm going to do. Yeah, I'll fish that point. Bugger it. Yes. Right, happy with that. I think. Well, there you go. You had a mini 20-minute tour of this bit. You're stomping around, and you have I was in the northwest corner last week, northeast corner. Sorry, I'm going to show the northwest corner. That's where I sort of fished at the beginning of this year a few times. Not a fan of it down there. Don't know why, but not. Sort of used to float my boat, but doesn't float my low boat anymore. So we'll see. So I'm going to go down here. Definitely going to need my waders, I think, because just realised I forgot me little slip-ons, didn't I? Oh well, not a lot I can do about that. Mostly going to be waders, floating nets, going to be barrow through here. Anyway, emerging back out now of the undergrowth to yeah, find the tower and my car. Superb. Right then, I've got to get this ball rolling. See you soon when I've done it all. Well, we have all set up now. A little bit longer than I thought. Slightly less video footage than I was hoping for, due to the rain showers we kept getting that weren't forecast whatsoever. But you know, we've got everything here in the swim now. We've got the baits out to areas I'm interested in. I'm still sort of humming and hawing about which spots to fish and things. I used to fish this swim before, but there's a lot of snags to the left that I now believe has sort of been removed over the years. and people are starting to fish it a little bit more than they used to, and managing to sort of land fish. So we're going to be mindful of this old snags, but be sort of accepting that people do actually fish this swim and get fish out of it. So we shall see. I've done even, it's probably a good 3 years since I fished this swim here, mainly because I just sort of kept losing fish, to be perfectly honest with you, and it was just a complete waste of time. I'm not here to lose fish, I'm here to get them in the net. It's all well and good going home. So I had 10 takes and 2 fish in the net. That's not acceptable fishing, to be fair play. Not acceptable fishing at all. I just realised I've not turned my remote on. I've got my remote out, but I haven't turned it on. Heads are on really, really low, so it's sort of not too bad, realistically. Good old southwesterly stroke southerly blow, gonna sort of be occurring over the next few days. Might have to message Ian. I need a smaller spawn to sort of get out the range. I'm sort of gone beyond the gravel into the silt, quite a long way out, really. So yeah, I need some little sort of smaller. I think the fox bombs are the ones I need. So I'm hoping he's got some of them. If not, I'm gonna have to sort of rummage in the spare box tomorrow. So the sort of depths of my car, really. So we'll see where we go from there. We're quite happy at the moment. I've sort of got a little bit of bait out there, not quite the range where I wanted to, but I only wanted 2 spoms out there anyway in the first place, so I wasn't gonna. I nearly went back to the car and sort of had a little rummage around and see if I got one of the foxy spoms tucked away in the car somewhere, but I thought, well, if I come back and find I have, I'll probably end up putting 4 or 5 spoms out, and that's sort of a little bit over baiting what I wanted to do. So I've sort of erred on the side of caution and just sort of thought, right, okay, well, we'll single hook bait it. I've gone over the gravel. I'm just literally on the gravel on the silt, right on that edge. So it'd be nice to get a little bit of bait there. I don't think I'm that much, rod length and a half short, so I've sort of baited up the gravel really, rather than baited up the silt. I'm sort of hoping in some ways, because I've not fished this area for quite some time. I don't want to sort of assume the spots are the spots, so that's the reason why I don't want to sort of overbait at the moment, and just sort of wait for some signs of fish and shows and things, and see if I can find areas myself. But I've which I have done on the left hand rod, I've come in a lot closer than most people normally do. Whether that's going to produce something or not, but it's a nice sort of silty area. About 2.5, 3 rod lengths off the snags that I'm hoping are just trees now, just properly undercut, and the dead wood that was in there before has all been removed, and things are sort of moved on. Let me flip you around anyway. Yes, there you go. Just swimming it, sort of adjust that a little bit. But it's that tree that makes it for me, to be perfectly honest with you. I just love that sort of tree. It's lost a lot of its colour now, and it sort of leaves. I think autumn has, it's very leaves drop very early in there. There used to be an evil willow tree to the left that's slowly got smaller and smaller over the years, so I might not have to worry about that anymore, which will be quite good. The sun will set, if there is any sun. It's right in my face this evening. Quite nice in here, pretty good realistically. I'm not quite sure what the pressure's doing. One thing I do know is I do believe there's a full moon. I'm hoping it's cloudy, because I just find that full moons, clear skies for me personally, that's just a complete waste of time. I do not get all this big fish, big common malarkey on a full moon. I've just found it's just totally ruined the chances of me catching a fish. Now, whether it's this lake, because on here it's very shallow, not that clear at the moment, but it is sort of quite clear, and they just don't like the brightness. You know, they probably think the sun's out or something. I don't know, or just get confused. I don't know. There's just something on this lake. I struggle catching a full moon. I just don't think there's any real sort of point in doing it realistically. So basically, what I've got is one slightly to the left of that tree out there, and then I've got one along to the margin to the right, which I might just pick this up and go for a little bit of a wander, shall we? I've had a bit of a relax now, so it's sort of a little bit sort of jolty. I think it's sort of narrow it down a little bit. Right, God, look at that! It's all gone skew whiffy. That's better. I can hold it a bit like that now. It's just makes it a little bit more stable. But yeah, there's a margin along there, and there's sort of dips in, and there's a little bit of a bay, and I'm opposite the bay, but sort of quite a way out. There's a sort of V in the trees at the end of the bund that I've got a bait in. So we'll just have to see. But yeah, I'm fantastically sort of skewed past here. Absolutely beautifully tucked away in this little point here. I've got a tiny little bay behind me that, or to the right of me, and the bigger bay to the left. But in general, it's pretty peaceful and quiet down here. Nice. All you see down here is the deer. If you remember when I walked here before, and I sort of walked on a little bit further, yeah, have a little day swim here in this bay here. Hopefully I'm going to hear some fish in there. I haven't seen anything. It's very murky at the moment. So I'll just have to wait and see. And there's a very, very shallow bay. I'm not even sure if there's any water in it at the moment. Is that shallow? Oh, no, there's water in it. Just through them trees there. I might be able to see if I lift you up. Don't know. Yeah, so I'm all set down there. Nicely tucked away out of everything. And super duper Titan, which I'm absolutely loving. Must admit, I've got no inner capture, no overwrap this week. It's not going to rain. It's 20 degrees today. Yeah, it's the full kit for me is for the winter months when I get going on here. Well, not this, unfortunately, not on here, but on Meadow Lake. That's what I've got the full kit for realistically. So yeah. So if I'm really lucky, we are going to get one of them rattling off tonight. I've just got to get it on the bank. I've got my wellies and I've also got my waders. I'm hoping my waders will do the job. My wellies will do the job. Don't really want to be wading around. We'll have to see. I don't know. We'll see what occurs. Right, I'm going to sort of relax, chill out, have something to eat, and yeah, check the kids have got home okay. I think the eldest has been over from college for half the day, I think, so I don't think there's going to be too much of a problem going on there. Rightio, let's go. Well, good evening. Here's the view of the wonderful world out there at the moment. Bit of a blow going, absolutely positively carpy. Oh, it looks absolutely fantastic, really, really does. I've got the macaroni cheese on the go on the weather. I'm looking forward to that. It's done in about 10 minutes, can't wait. That'll be fantastic. Bottle of wine there, just in a glass. It looks absolutely beautiful, fantastic. Just noticed my left hand rod bank stick is slightly going to the right, but yeah, I might fix that later on. It's sort of drizzling with rain at the moment, so I'm not going to fix that. It's another reason why I'm videoing from inside the bivvy currently at the moment. And the light's on. It's only, what is it, 5:45, 10 to 6 at the moment, and it's like dark and dingy in here. It's unbelievable. You can certainly tell autumn's here, can't you now? Certainly is. Oh, there we go. Right, not long now. I'm tucking to my food. I can't wait. I'm starving.